My name is Zak Goldstein. I'm a criminal defense attorney in Philadelphia, and I frequently defend clients who are facing gun charges in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. And now gun charges are really serious because Pennsylvania doesn't have mandatory minimums, but the guidelines usually call for some kind of jail time. And New Jersey has incredibly strict mandatory minimums, which start at 3 years just for having a gun without a permit if it's concealed or in your car, and go up to 5 years for someone who has a firearm and is not eligible to have a firearm. Now in Pennsylvania, there are 4 gun charges that we typically see. The first one is specific to Philadelphia. That one is called 6108. It's violation of the Uniform Firearms Act, 6108. That is a misdemeanor of the first degree, which makes it illegal for someone to carry a gun on the streets of Philadelphia. Now, if you have a concealed carry permit, then you can have the gun. That's an exception. But otherwise, it is illegal to have a gun in Philadelphia on a public street or in a public place. That doesn't apply in your house or your own business, but anywhere else that's going to apply. The second charge is called 6106. That makes it illegal to have a gun concealed, meaning in your pocket or waistband or somewhere where you can't see it, or in a car without a permit. That's a felony. The third most frequently seen gun charge is 6105, which is felon not to possess. If you have certain convictions and they're not just felonies, then you cannot have a gun. And that one carries some really serious jail time for a conviction in most cases. And then the last one is that it's a crime to have a gun where the serial number has been scratched off or obliterated or removed with some kind of acid or something like that. And that one also has the guidelines will call for an extremely high sentence. Now, the charges are serious, but there are 3 main defenses in a gun case. You know, the first defense, which applies specifically to 6108, 6106, but not always to the felon in possession statute, is that it's not really a gun. You know, it doesn't work. Some of the statutes require both that it be a real gun and that the gun actually work, that it can be fired or quickly modified or repaired so that it can be fired. If a lot of work goes into fixing it, or it's actually a BB gun or like an airsoft gun, then that's going to be a defense to a 6108, a 6106 charge, which are the charges for having it on the streets in Philly or having it concealed or in your car. The second main defense is it's not my gun. If 2 people get pulled over in a car and there's a gun somewhere in the car that's not in plain view, then it's not just automatically the drivers, and it's not just automatically the passengers. It could be someone else's gun who left it in the car. Maybe the car is owned by someone else or used by someone else, and they left their gun in the car. But the Commonwealth has to show either actual possession, meaning the gun is physically on someone, or constructive possession, meaning based on the circumstances that the defendant actually owned, that the gun belonged to the defendant. The defendant had the intent, the knowledge that the gun existed, and the intent and ability to control it. And then the third main defense in a gun case is a motion to suppress. If the police or other law enforcement officers only find the gun by doing something illegal, meaning they stop and search someone illegally, they come into your house without a warrant, and in that kind of case, the defense will file a motion to suppress, showing to show that the police did not follow the requirements of the Constitution in finding the gun, and if the court agrees, then the gun will be suppressed and the prosecution can't use it in evidence, and in a lot of cases that will be the end of the case. So gun charges are serious, but there are defenses to those charges, and if you're facing a gun charge in Pennsylvania or New Jersey, then you should give me a call at 267-225-2545.